Hey buddy, in this video I'll be showing you my step-by-step process of building a brand. If you're interested in seeing how everything shapes up, stick around. So normally we would start with brand strategy, move on to naming process, and from there identity design. But given that the founder of the brand already came up with a beautiful, simple, and extendable brand name, this way, all we're left with is the visual design. Without further delay, let's get started. To start with, the brand strategy would be in 3 sections: the company, the customers, and the competition, the 3 C's. Under the company section, this is where we ask the client what are the key influences in its origin story, what prompted the inspiration to create a brand. This way, we would get raw facts and juicy information about the main objective and purpose of the brand. Moving on, we'll get to talk about the brand soul, the brand purpose, brand philosophy, and brand positioning. Using all this, the brand could be better positioned in order to align with their goals and the customers. Moving on to the other sections, starting with the customer. Who would be the target audience? Who is the ideal superfan? Say we give the ideal superfan a name, age, status, single or married, an occupation, a household income, education, location. All this would better help define who the target audience would be for the brand. That way, the brand would have a clear image of who to relate with and what channel they are to use in order to communicate with this type of audience. To take it further, we could take a look at the psychographics. All this could be a benefit if it could be nailed from the get-go. Moving on to the competition. A deep competitive analysis would help the brand to better position itself, not to look the same way as its competition, but rather to stand apart. With all this information on brand strategy, we have enough to inform our decisions when it comes to the identity design. Now it's time to sketch out the logo. This time, we are going for a bold approach. Since from the brand strategy, we got from the brand founder that the brand should evoke a feeling of confidence, inspiring its users in order to take simple steps in improving their beauty without the unnecessary drama. Starting with the G, the L, but with the O, given that we have 2 O's here, one in glows and the other in go. I thought it would be a subtle touch to add a little bit of radiance, to communicate radiance in the O in a subtle manner without being too dramatic. The second O is more like a symbol communicating readiness and action, much more like shooting a target. This way, it wraps up the entire essence and meaning behind the brand. Right now in Illustrator, I brought in the image of the sketch, now resizing it to the size of the artboard. I'll lock this in place just so much that it doesn't move. Then, using my pen tool, I'll trace this out. Wouldn't want you to hear the boredom of me tracing all this, so I'll just skip this and then show you the end result. After using the shape tool, the shape builder tool, pen tool and some others, now I've come up with a rough sketch. To refine this further, I'll increase the opacity, which I reduced in order to see the background, and then make some refinements. See you on the other side. it's time to move on to the typography. Since we are trying to evoke a feeling of boldness, confidence, and with a little touch of elegance, we'll use a typeface that can effectively communicate this, and another one that would serve as an aesthetic. Let's see how everything comes out in the end.